You're gonna run out, Andrea? Yeah. All right. Thank you for giving me the option.
Okay, yeah, Courtney, if you wouldn't mind kind of just explaining where we are right now and what's going on.
Yeah, so right now we are doing our poll worker training. So these are all of the people that have graciously offered to help us work at all of our vote center locations. So they're getting the in-person training to work the voter file through the laptop, which has a real-time secure connection to verify that no one has already voted before they vote. And then we have our accessible touchscreen devices, and our ballot printers are in the back. So all of our poll workers are required to go through this hands-on training session. And then if we go to the back of the room, you can see through there where we do our ballot tabulation.
Okay.
We have our teams going through here. This room is secured with only 6 people of supervisor level or higher granted access. And you can see there are cameras in the room. This is under 24-hour surveillance, and all ballots are counted in this room.
Okay.
All of these machines are used to count ballots. They're held on the local server, so no one can remotely hack in. And then it's election night when we bring all of the results together.
Cool.
And that's when election night, that room will be very busy.
Yeah, I bet. Very cool.
You're also going to want to clean these keys. Come back this way and start heading toward the ballot.
So we want you to slide on the top as perfect. So you want me to write?
Here's our front counter, so if anyone does want to come in before our vote centers open and pick up a ballot or needs a replacement ballot, they can come to our main office and drop that one in.
And are these all of the voter kind of explaining what's happening here?
So
Okay.
It's very important, especially on our local contests, to be able to see the candidate statements for all those local contests and read more about them. And we have extra copies here in case voters need them.
Cool.
And then we have, here is where we do our ballot checks. We just had our page from our mail. And then here is our phone bank.
And Courtney, sorry, would you just mind, because we have a couple of people watching, would you mind just explaining what the ballot check exactly is?
Yeah, so we actually use these tables here. Once we get all the ballots back from the mail, and we got 50 trays today.
Wow.
And we have teams go through to make sure there are no other ballots from other counties, and we check to make sure that they all have signatures.
Okay, cool. So this is where if your ballot doesn't have that signature, they're going to pull it out?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So we can contact that voter right away.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
And now we're moving through the phone bank. So these are our wonderful staff that are helping us answer voter questions, letting them know the status of their ballot, finding the drop box locations, vote center locations, and they are all safe and set here.
We've got some cute Halloween decor too.
Yeah, very festive. It's wonderful. So that is where the phone bank happens.
Cool.
Yep. And then over here is our Precinct Operations team. They're the ones that do all of our staffing and set up our vote center locations. And luckily, we've had a great response from the community. So we have a lot of applications of people willing to work the election. So we're very excited.
Cool.
Yes, it's been a very good turnout.
Is there anywhere you're still hoping that people will sign up to help out with any of the ballot, with any of that stuff that
No.
you're, oh wow, okay, good.
I was surprised myself.
Yeah.
So here we're checking and getting our systems ready. These are the laptops that are actually deployed to our vote centers. We have our IT team working on them to make sure that they are secured and set. So that
And what exactly do these laptops do?
they are used to check in voters. So when you go to vote in person, you'll provide your name and address. It'll be pulled up to our election management system through these laptops, through a secured Citrix portal, and connected through our secured cradle point switches over there. And that's how we know at our vote centers whether or not someone's already voted or not.
Awesome.
And we can update that in real time So we know you can't go to vote center and vote, or vote by mail and in person. All of that is done here. And our wonderful IT team is making sure everything is set and secure, and there's no voter data actually hosted on the laptop.
Okay,
So
cool.
even if they get stolen, there's not going to be any identifying information or voter data on there.
Awesome, cool. We have about 65 people watching, so I just want to make sure everyone knows that if you have questions, right now is the time to ask them, because you're the elections official expert here. So awesome, cool.
Absolutely. So here we are in our small warehouse, and we have Dave, which you probably recognize because he's always on the news doing our mail sorter.
Hi, Dave.
And he is actually running the ballots that we got through today. So these are running through our mail sorter, and our mail sorter does our mail sorter does 3 things, but 2 are very important. One is it takes a picture of the envelope signature. That is what we use to compare it to the voter file.
Mm-hmm.
And 2, it weighs the ballot. So even if you have a second ballot, or if you try to do any ballot stuffing, it will isolate those into its own separate bucket, and we will review those ballots that are too heavy. We review those manually. And if there's 2 ballots inside, or I should say 2 ballot sets, because in Sacramento County there's always 2 ballot cards. But if there's more than the allotted 2 cards in a ballot envelope, we won't count either.
Wow.
So we weigh those to make sure no one's stuffing in extra ballots.
Wow, that's amazing that the technology can do that.
It's really great.
Yeah.
And then the third thing it does is sorts it down to precinct level, which helps us for auditing after the election through the certification period, to make sure that we can do our manual tally, our audit, to make sure our machines were working and that we've accounted for all ballots.
Okay, and so are these ballots that came in today or this morning, or?
Is this part of that?
Yeah?
Man, that's today's mail.
Oh my gosh, wow. So these are all the ballots that came in, and you told me today that we've already received around 12,000
Yes.
ballots in Sacramento
That's
County. That's
through the
incredible.
mail. And then 5,000 through the drop boxes
Wow.
so far.
Okay,
And
that's
we have
awesome.
teams right now picking up more. So
Wow. So by the end of the day, it could be thousands
it's
and thousands
changing,
more.
absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Every 24 hours.
You guys are going to be busy. Dave, you have your work cut out for you, huh?
He's a rock star.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, wow.
I don't know. You know, what's funny, we actually had a cybersecurity review done here to make sure that all of our systems were set, secure. And after the review, the team told us, okay, the one concern we have is if anything happens to Dave.
Yeah,
That's the concern.
Dave is
So we're
the...
supposed to wrap him in bubble wrap
Okay,
make
good to
sure
know. We're like,
that
Dave,
he's
sanitize your hands.
Yeah, exactly, because he just keeps
He
this
knows how.
process running.
Awesome. And we have little Uncle Sam over here too, which I
yeah.
love. He's watching over. Oh, okay. The dinosaur. All right. I love it. I love the little personalized things. Very cool. Okay.
I'm gonna start it, and I'm gonna run a few because I gotta check to make sure my camera's working and everything, and then I'll be able to throw a nice run through. Perfect.
Cool.
And then I'm the machine want me to show you. Yeah. We have.
Can I go with him? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big baby. Looking through here. We got 4 layers, so they go through. And we got a turnaround here. And
Wow. So this one machine does this for all of Sacramento County? This is an important machine. Okay. Yeah, to say it lightly. Okay, awesome. Cool. So we're going to get to witness this right now. Okay. Okay, so here they come. This is so cool to watch.
It's pretty cool.
So are these each of the precincts, or what is?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So it gets sorted by precinct down there, and then there is a separate a bucket, we call it, where if it's too heavy, they'll go into a bucket, or if we did miss one without a signature, it will go into that bucket as well.
Okay, cool. There's Victor over here. And again, I just want to remind anyone who's watching, if you have questions about elections or ballots or anything, now's the time to ask them, because we have Courtney, who's the Registrar of Voters here in Sacramento County, and we were literally watching your guys' ballots go through and be sorted into your precinct. So now's the time to ask any questions. How many ballots do you think this is?
I know normally we can get through about 10,000, 15,000 a day for these machines.
Wow, 15,000 a day.
Yeah.
So the 12,000 you receive a day, they're like piece of cake.
Well, we could have that.
Okay,
yeah,
wow.
Yeah, as long as, you know, there's no like jam or anything like that.
Very cool.
But yeah, this has been working great and really helps expedite the process. And you can kind of see where they're bigger piles, which probably means, you know, either it's a similar drop box like we just picked up at Folsom, and they were so busy that we're doing additional pickups, so they could be Folsom precincts.
Okay, cool.
We got a lot from Elk Grove, so we're definitely seeing them all throughout the county.
That's amazing. Is it the same on the other side? Do you mind me walking around? Okay, cool. Kind of. Okay, we do have a question. It looks like from Jackie. I hope I'm saying your name right. She said, I signed up for text notifications, which I'm assuming is through Ballot Checks. Will I be notified when my ballot is received?
Yes, so you will actually get two notifications. One is when it's received, and that receipt will show up through this first run here. The second notification you'll get is when we do the signature verification. That will let you know whether your ballot's been accepted, or if there's something wrong with it, like you forgot to sign or the signature doesn't match.
Perfect.
So you should get two additional notifications.
Okay, yeah, there you go, Jackie. That is the answer. So hopefully that answered your question. I'm going to continue to walk us through here. Wow, there are some really big piles.
Yeah. Those are our downtown ones.
Okay, so these are the downtown drop ones. Very cool. Jackie said thumbs up, so I think that answered the question. Cool, that was really exciting to see.
It depends, like the voter doesn't seal the envelope really well.
Is that microwave stuff that you're talking about? Does that affect the jams?
Yeah, you know, we haven't run it through one of those microwave situations yet, but we probably will. That and the disinfectant.
Yeah, mostly it's like, see, they don't seal this one right.
Oh,
They'll get pieces of this, so it's got sensors, and two of them lots of sensors shoved in them.
Cool, yeah, and now that we're on Facebook Live, I might have you say that what you're noticing is specifically some sanitation measures, and people are worried about, you know, making sure with COVID that these ballots. What's your advice to them there?
So we want to let voters know that the ballots have been inserted by a machine, and it's been done weeks ago. And so it's been gone to from our vendor printing in Arizona, here in the United States, and then it goes to our West Sacramento post office, so no one has touched it, so you do not need to sanitize the ballot. We've heard folks that have been sanitizing it or putting it in the oven or microwave. Please do not do that. It will ruin the ballot, but the ballot itself is absolutely safe.
Okay, we have a couple more questions. What do you match the signature to?
We match the signature to the voter's registration. And that could be the same signature that is on your driver's license, or it could be on past paper registration forms, or even any past documents. We keep those, and if we can't see the signature matching to your current registration, we'll look back at all documents we have on file to see if we can check that. And we say comparison because it does not have to be an exact match. We look for similar characteristics, the way you dot your I's, cross your T's, the slant, the pen pressure. all of those things. So it does not have to be exact, but your driver's license signature is a kind of good guide on what your signature will most likely look like for us.
Cool. And I just want to preface, because we had someone ask earlier this week about, you know, if I signed up online or registered online, that's how you get the signature, right? Okay.
That is exactly the signature
Yeah.
you use if you register
Okay.
online.
Cool.
Good
And then
clarification.
Cynthia asked, why are those envelopes different colors than mine?
Are you a Sacramento County voter, Cynthia? All
We'll see if she
Sacramento
responds.
County ballots are the pink return envelopes.
Okay.
So they all come to the voter in a white outgoing envelope, and
Mm-hmm.
including is the pink return envelope, postage paid. But all counties have different colors, and we use that so the post office knows what colors belong to what county to get them as quickly as possible out there.
Cool. Anything else we should see here? This is really cool.
Let me just show, even though they're not going right now, if I can show you the
Yeah,
extraction
I'd love to
machine.
see it. Yeah.
So once these are signature verified and determined to be good.
Thank you so much, Dave. That was so cool to
I
see.
got a couple we can. Oh, I don't know if we're allowed to open them yet.
Huh?
I got a couple we can buy. Test one to get open.
Oh, really?
If you like.
Yeah, dude. Well, I mean, if you're, I don't want to mess up your process though, if that's going to throw you off. Okay, all right. Well, if
Okay.
you'll come
Thanks,
down-
Dave. I will be around a lot. Yeah.
Thank you, Dave.
Cool, but not for
Yeah. Oh, Cynthia's in Fresno County, so that's
okay.
probably
So you
answers
grab
that
the
question.
envelope.
Okay, so that'll be a different color.
So
Cool.
this is where we use right here. This is an example of our extraction machine, and they're not going now. And again, this room again is under a camera, 24 hours. And this is where we extract the envelopes or the ballots from the envelopes. So once they're good, they come into this room. We run them through here, and it covers up the voter's information. So when we extract them, it's making sure that it's private. And at that time, there is no way to track the ballot back to the voter. It's
Okay.
completely private. So all of that takes place in here, and then it goes up to our main room to be opened, and then it goes to our tabulation room at the end.
Awesome. Very cool. You have the process down here, obviously, so that's a good news, you know?
I have
Yeah.
a great team.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool.
Team does the magic, that's for sure.
Okay.
Great. I think we got. Was that kind of the whole process? Is there anything else you want to say to folks watching on Facebook Live?
No, I think thank you for watching, and if you have questions or concerns, just remember, come to us for your trusted source of information, or ABC 10.
Yeah, there. Oh, thanks. Thanks for the shout out. Yeah, thanks for the turn it around. And we have a special voter access team at ABC 10. I'm part of that, who is, you know, trying to give you an inside look of exactly what's going on. That's why we got this nice inside tour here. So make sure to give my page a like, ABC 10 a like. Oh, we have one last question from Jackie. When will ballots be tabulated?
We can actually start tabulating once we do the verification. So we haven't done that yet. We're still finishing our testing in the tabulation room because they are required to go through state logic and accuracy testing. But once we get through these, we're hoping to start doing the tabulation at the end of next week. And again, all of those we tabulate on the individual machines, and it's only election night that all of us, including me, once we bring those results together, that we know kind of where we are with the preliminary results.
Awesome. Perfect. Cool. I think we covered it. Do you mind if we go back in there and just get a couple more shots? Okay, awesome. And it's just fun to watch, so I'm gonna kind of end it on that with the Facebook Live.
And you can see here as well the cameras we have throughout the room here. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good to see. Yeah, see all these cameras are watching Dave over here, huh? Yeah. Wow.
yeah, Dave has a lot of fun. We start doing his pirouettes. Yeah, Dave doesn't have to do his normal runs when he's working the machine.
Yeah.
He gets his exercise.
You don't need to go to the gym in the morning,
And
huh?
as we get more folks in, Dave does have folks to help him.
Okay. Oh,
This
good.
is
Yeah.
just the first run.
Wow, it's a busy one. Cool. I'm going to walk us through this one more time just because it's cool to see what's going on with your ballot.